Hey, welcome back to the Chasing Baseball's Immortals. Today we'll be highlighting the career of Roy Campanella and looking at his 1949 Bowman rookie card. Let's get started. Roy Campanella is one of the greatest catchers in baseball history, a powerful and commanding presence whose career bridged the Negro Leagues and the golden era of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Born in 1921 in Philadelphia to an African-American mother and Italian-American father, Campanella grew up navigating two cultures at a time when the sport and the country were deeply segregated. His biracial identity shaped both opportunities found and the barriers he faced. He began playing professionally at 15 years old with the Baltimore Elite Giants, quickly earning a reputation for his strong arm, sharp instincts, and leadership behind the plate. When the Dodgers signed him in 1946, he became a central figure in the club's integration era, joining Jackie Robinson and Don Newcombe as trailblazers who transformed the franchise and the sport. Campanella reached the majors in 1948 and soon became the heartbeat of the Dodgers dynasty, earning 8 All-Star selections, winning 3 National League MVPs, and helping the Brooklyn Dodgers capture 5 pennants and the long-awaited 1955 World Series championship. A tragic car accident in 1958 ended his playing career, but not his influence. Campanella was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1969, remembered for his greatness, resiliency, and the dignity with which he carried himself every day of his life. Now we'll take a look at Campanella's historical relevance. Campy's place in baseball lore becomes clearer when you line him up with the two catchers who most closely match his profile. In a historical context, Campanella compares favorably with Yogi Berra. Both men won 3 MVP awards, the only catchers ever to do it, and during their overlapping primes, their production wasn't far apart. Campanella posted 3 seasons with 30 or more home runs, Berra had 2, and both lived in that 830 to 900 OPS range, while leading championship-level pitching staffs. Berra played almost twice as many games, but when you isolate the peak years, Campanella's power and run production sits right beside his. For a modern comparison, Buster Posey reflects Campanella's blend of production and defensive skill. Posey's .302 average and .830 OPS matched the efficiency of Campanella's best seasons, and both delivered similar value in their primes, roughly 4 to 5 WAR per year. Each was the centerpiece of a championship core, each controlled the running game, and each elevated the pitchers around them. When you compare them directly, Campanella's peak holds up against Berra's longevity and Posey's modern precision, showing just how strong his 10-year run in the major leagues really was. The 1949 Bowman set marks the hobby's transition into the modern post-war era. It's a 240-card release defined by simple, colorful backgrounds, and arguably the strongest rookie class in the entire hobby, with the Hall of Fame debuts of Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige, Robin Roberts, Richie Ashburn, Early Wynn, Duke Snider, and of course, Roy Campanella. The Campanella card presents a clean portrait of the Dodgers' future legend. At the time of the issue, Campanella was in his prime at 27 years old. However, he already had parts of 10 seasons in the Negro Leagues behind him, but still on the cusp of the 3 MVPs, the World Series title, and the iconic status he would earn in Brooklyn. His rookie isn't rare. It's nearly 2,400 graded copies in existence, but demand keeps prices strong. Mid-grade examples often reach a few $1,000s, and even low-grade copies typically exceed $500. Collector interest in Campanella has climbed sharply in the past couple years, with prices rising nearly 70% over that span. It's a trend that makes sense when you consider everything his career represents. An early integrator of the game, one of the greatest catchers of all time, a star of baseball's golden era, and a player whose career ended abruptly in tragedy. Add in his reputation as a genuinely respected and admired figure, and it's easy to understand the demand for his rookie card. All right, let's take a look at the card. Here's my example, the 1949 Bowman Roy Campanella rookie. This example is well centered, not a lot of staining or toning to it. The corners are worn. I wouldn't call them dogged out or rounded, but they are worn. And it does have good color. There's not a lot of wear or fading on the color. The back, again, is well centered. That one doesn't have any wax stains or gum stains. So the back looks nice. The front does have a wrinkle in it. You can probably see it. It does go through this slight center of the face, through his chin through here. If you're holding the right lights, you can see the crease. But overall, this copy I really enjoy. It's just really nice colors, well centered, and it is a SGC2. I got this probably 2 years ago on PWCC for right around $400, and glad I picked it up because I believe it has gone up since then, and just glad to have this one in the collection. And that completes my Campanella run. Now we'll take a look at some of Campanella's other cards. Since his career spanned the golden age of baseball cards, he has some truly stunning cards, and I've tried to highlight 3 of my favorites. First up is his 1951 Bowman. This comes from a set that's known for its vivid hand-painted artwork, which is based on real photos. Campanella's card is one of the more memorable images, which shows him coming out of his catcher stance to field a pop-up. For such an iconic card, it's still fairly affordable, with mid-grade copies usually costing around $300 to $500. Next to it is the 1952 Topps, which is widely viewed as one of the most influential post-war releases. Campanella's portrait appears in the later series, making it short printed and harder to find. Even in low grade, this card typically costs a few $1,000s. Finally, there's a 1954 Wilson Franks, a scarce regional food issue that came in hot dog packages. With bright colorized portraits, thin white borders, and a bold Wilson Franks logo, it's one of the most sought-after food issues in the entire hobby. These rarely surface, and when they do, even low-grade examples usually sell for a couple $1,000s. Despite Campanella's shortened career, he appears in many of the era's most notable sets, offering collectors a wide range of options. Whether you're chasing a high-end 52 Topps or a budget-friendly 1954 Bowman, Campy offers plenty of beautiful vintage options. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Up next, I'll be exploring the career of Willie Stargell and taking a look at his 1963 Topps rookie. See you then.